The iron doors of Cell 9 hissed open. Cold vapor rolled across the obsidian floor as the guard shoved the human inside. His wrists bled faintly where the plasma cuffs had burned into his skin. He didn't fight back. He only looked up, and for a moment the entire hall seemed to breathe. Queen Seraphine watched from her throne of living bone and crystal. Her eyes, twin eclipses of silver and red, flickered as the scent reached her. Faint, fragile, impossibly familiar. Blood. Human blood. But not just any blood. She had tasted this resonance once before, long before the fall of her kind. It was the same frequency that had haunted her dreams for centuries, a blood song from the blue planet that had dared to defy her empire. The guards knelt. Your Radiance. The prisoner was captured on the derelict mining vessel orbiting Zitharon 9. He claims he came alone. Seraphine rose slowly. The air trembled around her, bending to her gravity. Her voice was like silk dragged over a blade. Leave us. The guards hesitated. No one left the queen alone with prey, but one look at her expression made their exosuits whine as they retreated, sealing the chamber. Now there were only 2 heartbeats in the vast hall. The human, pale, bruised, hair matted with dried blood, stared at the figure descending the stairs. She was unlike anything he had imagined. Tall, dark, luminous, her body half-veiled in flowing metal fibers that shimmered with the pulse of stars. Her face was terrible and beautiful all at once, and when she spoke, it was both in his ears and in his mind. Tell me your name. He swallowed. His voice cracked from thirst. Elias, she tilted her head. You lie poorly, human. He tried again, eyes steady despite the tremor in his limbs. Elias Kane, pilot scavenger. I didn't come here to fight. Seraphine circled him slowly. Her shadow stretched like wings across the walls. You came into my dominion uninvited. You breathe my air, you bleed on my floors. And yet, she stopped in front of him, close enough for him to see the faint veins of light beneath her skin. Your scent awakens something that should have died with my world. Elias blinked, disoriented by the strange pull between fear and fascination. What are you? Her smile was small, almost sorrowful. Once I was a queen. Now I am a curse, she extended a hand. A talon glinted sharp enough to split atoms. With one swift motion, she sliced his wrist, not deeply, just enough for a drop of blood to fall into her palm. The moment it touched her skin, the air screamed. A flash of red light tore through the chamber. Seraphine's breath caught as her knees buckled. Her lips parted, a gasp, a tremor, then a whisper. Is it you? Elias stumbled back, clutching his arm. What did you... But she wasn't listening. Her mind was elsewhere, centuries away, in a memory burned into the bones of the universe. Once, before the fall, she had ruled the House of Nyx, a dynasty of beings who fed not on life but on essence, the quantum spark that defined a soul. When the Human Alliance waged war against them, one man had stood before her gates, Captain Kale Varen. He had offered peace. She had offered his blood to the stars, but when she tasted it, she had seen something she'd never seen before. Her own face reflected in his memory. A love that had never been, and yet felt older than the galaxies. When Kale died in her arms, his last words had been, "Find me." Again. That was 8,000 years ago, and now, in this trembling human's pulse, she felt it. The same resonance. The same thread of soul. Seraphine staggered back, clutching her chest. "Impossible," she whispered. "The stars cannot return what is gone." Elias pressed against the wall, confused but drawn in. "You're remembering someone." Her gaze snapped to him, a predator's focus softened by longing. "You bear his echo. His blood sings the same song." "I don't know who you're talking about." "You don't have to," she murmured, stepping closer. "Your existence answers the question I never dared to ask." He felt the air grow heavier. Her presence was intoxicating, a gravity of beauty and terror. "Why me?" "Because," she said softly, "the universe owes me a ghost." Hours passed. Or maybe time lost meaning. She asked him about Earth, a world she had watched from afar, long after her empire collapsed. He spoke of oceans, of laughter, of the warmth of sunlight, things she had forgotten. At one point she asked, "Do humans still dream of stars?" Elias smiled faintly. Only the foolish ones. Then perhaps I was human once, she said, almost wistfully. He studied her, the way the light caught her eyes, the faint sadness in her stillness. You sound lonely. Seraphine looked at him sharply. Loneliness is a human weakness. Then you're worse off than I thought, he said quietly. For the first time in centuries, someone dared to speak to her without trembling, and for the first time, she didn't kill him for it. That night, as the twin moons rose over the fortress, Seraphine sat by the energy barrier that separated her from the void. She held a vial, his blood sealed in a crystal ampule, and watched it shimmer with faint golden light. She whispered to it. Kale, if this is you, why did you come back only to die again? Behind her, the cell opened softly. Elias stepped out, unguarded. They didn't even lock me in. I told them not to. She turned to him. Do you know what that means? He hesitated. That I should run? That you should choose. She stood, her form shifting, wings unfolding like liquid shadow. If you stay, I will drink from you again. And if I am wrong, you will die. But if I am right, her voice trembled slightly, then perhaps the stars are not cruel after all. He took a step closer, eyes locked on hers. You're asking me to trust something I don't understand. I am asking you to finish something you began 8,000 years ago. Her hand hovered inches from his chest. Your choice, human. He looked at her, the queen of a dead empire, the last of her kind, and something deep within him stirred. A memory that wasn't his. A man standing before a dark throne whispering her name. Seraphine, she froze. No one had spoken that name in centuries. He said it again, softer. Seraphine. Her breath shuddered. The ancient word unlocked something deep inside her. Without another thought, she pressed her palm against his heart, and his blood began to glow. The world vanished. They stood together in a storm of light, surrounded by fragments of memory. Two souls suspended between time and death. He saw her as she had been, radiant, fierce, merciful, and cruel all at once. She saw him as he had been, defiant, kind, unbreakably human. Their memories collided like stars colliding. Pain, love, loss. Promise, she whispered through tears she didn't know she could shed. You said you'd return to me. And I did, he answered, his voice both Elias and Kyle. Just a little late. When the light faded, they were back in the chamber. Elias collapsed, blood streaming from his nose. Seraphine knelt beside him, trembling. The link between them burned, not parasitic, but symbiotic, ancient and reborn. She touched his cheek. Your body cannot contain the echoes of what you were. He smiled weakly. Then take what you need. She shook her head. If I do, you die. Then at least it'll mean something. Her fangs glinted as she hesitated, every instinct screaming to feed, every memory begging to stop. And then she did something no vampire of her line had ever done. She kissed him instead. The taste of his blood and breath mingled, not a feeding but a sharing. A vow renewed through the pulse of two species that should never have met. When dawn came, though dawn in her world was only a dim violet haze, the fortress was silent. The guards found their queen kneeling beside an empty cell. Her skin shimmered faintly gold, as though touched by sunlight for the first time. Elias was gone, or so it seemed. Far above the planet, a small escape craft drifted among the debris fields. Inside, a human stirred awake, heart pounding, vision blurred by dreams of a woman with silver eyes whispering, "Find me again." He didn't remember much and only a name, echoing like a song he'd once known. Seraphine. And in the black citadel below, the Queen of Shadows opened her eyes, feeling the faint rhythm of a human heartbeat across the stars. She smiled. "The blood remembers," she whispered, "and so will I."